So, you want to know how to decide on what type of locks to get? Well, I'll help you. There are so many different kinds of locks, such as sister locks, micro locks, traditional locks, freeform locks, semi-freeform locks, and wicks. It can be so hard to choose. Many factors go into deciding the type of locks, such as the look, time and installation, maintenance, and cost. The first factor that we're going to take a deeper look at is the look of the locks, which is the size and number of locks for each kind. In order of smallest in size to largest in size, we're going to start with sister locks. Sister locks are the smallest and usually range from about 250 to 800 plus in number. Micro locks, being the second smallest, range from 150 to 250 plus. Traditional locks range from 20 to 150. Semi-freeform and freeform locks vary depending on your hair and the method chosen, but they typically fall below the 100s. And lastly, the biggest in size but the fewest in number are wicks, typically ranging from 5 to 10 in number. Next, time and installation. We will be looking at how long it takes to install the locks and the method used to install them. This section will be ordered in the most amount of time to install to the least amount of time. So first up, sister locks. They typically take about 36 hours to install and are usually broken up over days. These can only be installed going from the ends of the hair to the root using a kind of reverse braiding technique and require a special sister lock tool that is only given to certified sister lock consultants and or trainees. Next up is microlocks. Microlocks average 6 to 24 hours for installation, and these differ from sister locks because they are installed from the root to the ends of the hair. Another way these differ from sister locks is the multiple installation methods for microlocks. Some of the most common methods are twists, braids, interlocks, and coils. Next is wicks. Wicks can take up to 8 hours to install and can be installed using the crochet wick combine method, the crochet wick extension, the rubber band method, and the freeform method. Traditional locks can take 2 to 3 hours to install depending on the method. It can be installed many ways, such as comb coils, palm rolling, braids, two-strand twists, or organically. Semi-freeform locks usually take less than 2 hours depending on the method. Some of the methods are two-strand twists, comb coils, sectioning, the sponge method, instant locks, or a twist out, which isn't as common, but it has been done before. Lastly, freeform. These usually don't take any time. You just need to wash your hair and then go. This method usually takes 3 to 5 weeks for the locks to fully form. Third, we will be looking at maintenance, which is how often the locks need to be retwisted or retightened. This section will be ordered in the most amount of maintenance or most frequent maintenance to the least amount or least frequent maintenance. Sister locks need to be retightened every 4 to 6 weeks. This is advised to keep your locks healthy and looking their best. Next, microlocks, it is suggested that you retighten them every 4 to 8 weeks. Traditional locks only need to be retwisted every 8 to 12 plus weeks, especially during the mature and rooted phase of your lock journey. Next, wicks. The suggested time frame for maintenance is every 2 months. However, some do outside of this time frame. Semi-freeform locks depend. So some don't do any maintenance to their locks at all. Some pop their locks at least once a week to maintain a parting system, or some retwist occasionally after every 4 to 6 months or more, just enough to keep their parts defined. This depends from person to person because every set of semi-freeform locks are different. Lastly, freeform locks. They don't really require any type of maintenance. All you really have to do is let your hair do its own thing. Lastly, we're going to be taking a deeper look at the cost of everything. So more specifically, we are going to be looking at the cost to install and maintain the locks. This section is ordered from most expensive in cost for installation and maintenance to least expensive in cost for installation and maintenance combined. Sisterlocks is first. Sisterlocks usually cost about $500 to $2,500 to install, and Sisterlock consultations can range between $30 to $95, while retightening can cost between $60 to $175 plus. Microlocks cost about $500 to $1,000 to install, with retwist or relocks ranging from $100 to $300. Next, wicks. The average cost of wicks is $100 to $500, with the general consensus being about $100 per lock in cost. It can get more expensive depending on the number of wicks, location, length, etc., and maintenance averages $185. For traditional locks, the installation cost is about $50 to $300, or free if you decide to start them yourself, and it can cost around $50 to $100 for a consultation and follow-up appointments. Semi-freeform locks typically are free for the most part if they are started on your own. However, if you pay someone to start this for you, it can typically fall within the traditional lock price range. Lastly, freeform locks. These can be started and maintained for little to no cost. A quick disclaimer, I am not a certified loctician. I remember when I was trying to decide on locks and how overwhelmed I was, so I compiled my research to give others the help that I wish I had when I was making this decision. The statistics in my video are based on my own research. Feel free to comment and kindly correct or add anything I may have left out to help others on their lock journey as well. One more note. The beautiful thing about locks is that they come in all different shapes and sizes and costs, etc. So there are going to be some locks that will fall outside of the ranges and statistics that I researched. These are just ballpark figures to help those who need more information and are looking to gain more knowledge about the lock community and lock costs. I would highly recommend that you also do your own research. So that concludes today's video. Hopefully this helped you in some way on your decision. If it did help you decide to get locks, good luck on your lock journey. And even if it made you decide not to get locks, I'm glad it helped you in some way. And for those watching who have locks and are just watching to learn more, thank you for your support. And thank you to everyone for watching.